Now, two issues you would have heard a lot about in the recent past, especially when it comes to the DMK. We're talking about delimitation and the NEP, the National Education Policy. It's clear now that these are the two issues that will be at the very center of the DMK's politics from here on. And the common thread running through both of these issues is what? It is that the South is being discriminated against and southern states are having Hindi or North India's hegemony thrust upon them. As a part of this campaign, an all-party meeting was convened on Wednesday by Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. The agenda was to oppose the centre's delimitation plan and to underline how the reworked proportion of Lok Sabha seats after delimitation would be against the southern states. 58 out of the 63 parties that were invited were in attendance. The BJP and its ally, the Tamil Manila Congress, were conspicuous by their absence. In the meeting, Stalin proposed a joint action committee that would comprise of MPs and party representatives from the southern states, and their mandate is to create awareness among people. In a resolution, the parties agreed that the 1971 census should be the basis for increasing parliament seats and that this freeze on using the 71 census as basis for delimitation should continue for another 30 years. Further, to ensure implementation of this 1971 formula, they have also asked for a constitutional amendment and for good measure, an assurance from the Prime Minister inside Parliament.
மக்கள் தொகை அடிப்படையிலான மறுசீரமைப்பு என்பது தமிழ்நாட்டிற்கு மட்டுமல்ல, ஆந்திரா, கர்நாடகா, கேரளா, பஞ்சாப், ஒடிசா, மேற்கு வங்கம், ஹிமாச்சல், உத்தரகண்ட், வடகிழக்கு மாநிலங்களும் எம் பேச்சை கேட்டால்தான் நிதி தருவேன் என மிரட்டுவதும் ஒரு ஒன்றிய அரசின் செயலாக தெரியவில்லை.
Delimitation is the Damocles sword that is hanging over the South Indian states. And our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister of the state of Tamil Nadu, has picked up the devious intent of the BJP government. They want to silently move this and catch everybody with surprise. But the Chief Minister has pointed out that how it is going to come in after 2026 and how it is going to affect the South Indian states. If you mean pro rata, it means everything will be increased with corresponding population growth. He has not clarified whether it is going to be linked to population or not.
We will write to all the 45 political parties which were invited by Tamil Nadu CM, Honorable M.K. Stalin. So we will seek a time from each of those political party. Our senior leaders, including Ayya Pon Radhakrishnan Avargal, H. Rajaji, Tamilisai Akka, all the leaders here, they will personally go visit their party office or wherever they want us to come. To all the 45 political parties, we believe it is our duty to go and clarify, if at all they have a doubt. We don't mind even going and meeting an ideologically opposite party like Dravida Kalagam also. When Chief Minister is doing a meeting only misguiding and lot of lies, BJP will do the productive work. Go and clarify. If they have a doubt, we don't mind clarifying their doubt inside the room or wherever they want us to come. We are going to do it. Starting from tomorrow, we are going to write a letter to all the 45 political parties which were invited to the all-party meeting by Tamil Nadu Honorable CM Stalin.
It will not only have implications on southern India, it will have implications on northern India also. For example, the overall percentage of the parliamentary constituencies of northern India as a percentage in the new house will decline considerably. Already the northern states are fairly marginalized, and if this delimitation takes place on this principle, they will become completely inconsequential. If the current principles are followed, the only states which will get rewarded are those which did not practice birth control or population control.
Now let's try and understand on what basis is it being claimed that delimitation will put the states of the South at a disadvantage. The first and primary factor quoted is that delimitation is done on the basis of population, and since the South as a whole has controlled its population, they are the only ones who get the short end of the stick. They get fewer Lok Sabha seats after delimitation and the North stands to benefit. The second argument, of course, is that since the South has lesser seats, hence it will also have lesser political heft. Third is that the distribution of the centre's resources is also based on population numbers, and it's only the south that gets discriminated against because they have lesser population than the north. Now, here's a critical flaw in the argument being made about delimitation. The north versus south divide being shown in the issues of delimitation is artificially created. Let me explain how. For this purpose, let's compare a few states, one each from the north and south. The first example is Himachal Pradesh versus Kerala. Himachal Pradesh is larger than Kerala in terms of area. It has a lower fertility rate than Kerala, yet its Lok Sabha seats are far lesser than what Kerala has. Kerala has 20 Lok Sabha seats, whereas Himachal has just 4. Should Himachal Pradesh then be cribbing that it is being punished for being a North Indian state and because it has controlled its population and it has a lower fertility rate? Next, let's compare Gujarat and Karnataka. Now, the areas of both of these states is almost the same. Their fertility rate is almost the same. Yet, Gujarat has lesser seats than Karnataka. Why? Should Gujarat now start complaining of how it is being shortchanged in comparison to Karnataka? The third comparison is between Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh. In terms of area, Rajasthan is much larger. It is double the size of Andhra Pradesh. Their fertility rate is also almost equal to Andhra Pradesh's. But here both the states have been given the same number of Lok Sabha seats. Should we then conclude, going by Mr. Stalin's logic, that Rajasthan's heft is being reduced, that they are being discriminated against? And finally, let's compare Tamil Nadu also. We'll compare it to Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir has the same fertility rate as Tamil Nadu, and yet it has been given only 4 Lok Sabha seats as compared to the 39 that Tamil Nadu has. Why? Well, the answer to all of this is simple. It's got nothing to do with North Indian or South Indian, a South Indian state having lesser opportunities, lesser seats deliberately as compared to a North Indian state. The only metric for determining delimitation and the Lok Sabha seats you get as a result is what is your population. Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh have fewer seats than South Indian states only because their population is lesser than the South Indian states. It's not as if all of North India is bursting at the seams and all of South India has controlled its population. There are several states in the north as well who have lesser population and have lesser seats. Their location in the north or south plays no role whatsoever. Now, if some states decide to increase their population in order to get more seats, well, that decision is up to them, but it will be a political, not a practical one. Not to mention that Tamil Nadu's chief minister has also put a lot of pressure on the couples, the young couples in his state, by asking them to get to the task of making babies immediately.
முன்பெல்லாம் குழந்தைகளை நீங்கள் பெற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டாம், அவசரப்பட வேண்டாம், கொஞ்சம் பொறுமையாக இருங்கள் என்று சொல்லிக் கொண்டிருந்தோம். இப்போ சொல்ல வேண்டிய அவசியம் வரல, சொல்லக்கூடாது. இப்போ மக்கள் தொகை அதிகம் இருந்தால்தான் எம்பிக்கள் அதிகம் வரும் என்ற நிலை இன்றைக்கு உருவாகி இருக்கு. ஆனால் நாம் குடும்ப கட்டுப்பாட்டில் கவனம் செலுத்தி அதில் வெற்றி கண்டோம். அதனால் இந்த நிலை நமக்கு ஏற்பட்டிருக்கிறது. அதனால் இப்போ யாரும் உங்களுக்கு குழந்தைகள் நீங்கள் அவசரப்பட்டு பெற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டாம் என்று நான் சொல்ல மாட்டேன். உடனடியாக பெற்றுக்கொள்ளுங்கள். ஆனால் பெறக்கூடிய குழந்தைகளுக்கு